While I do agree totally that because of the internet and a whole lot of things, that what you have available, what you can get access to quickly is amazing, the volume of it. I would like to be convinced, however, that that has led people to be more open to a variety of ideas and sources and content. I think the reverse has happened. I don't know why. Let me tell you why. Just crazy things like libraries used to have open stacks. Today we don't even think of libraries. We don't need libraries anymore. We've got the internet. And by the way, that's fine. I don't have any romantic notion about libraries. But I know that when I went into a library, what I learned almost never, the most important thing I learned almost never had to do with what I was going there for. It had to do with, oh, I've never seen that. Open it up, look through it. Oh, there's something. We don't read newspapers anymore. Well, when you read a newspaper, you don't say, I'm only interested in a story on X, Y, or Z. You turn the pages. And as you turn the pages, something catches your eye and you read it. It wasn't because you initially intended to. It's because there you happened on the idea. I don't see easily the possibility of that in the media because a lot of people are turning to the internet for news, and they only want news in certain areas and they ignore news in other areas. And I think that's dangerous. I think it silos us. I think it makes us narrow. I think that we lose our kind of overall grasp of things. And I think if there's anything going on now in this country right now, it's this siloing of points of view, of narrow points. Look what's happened to education. Hundreds of different journals. Well, it's great we got a lot of journals. Is it? No, thank you, because what happens is journals now define little small groups who only communicate with each other. There's a journal now that just deals with a certain approach to online screen design. I will not name the journal. And the people who are publishing in that journal and who do that research have no idea what anybody outside of that little narrow group is doing. This is what they call siloing, and maybe it's a reaction to having too much information available. I don't think so. I just think we're permitting people to be narrow and shallow and so on, and not think that history is important, which it always is. So I would like to see us work harder at advising people what the best way to approach all of this richness that's available to them. Like design, like this field that a lot of us are in, you call instructional design, it's the plan that you make, it's the sequence that you go through that's more important than the technology that you have available or even the ideas. If you don't plan to be open-minded, if you don't plan to look at a lot of different alternatives, if you don't plan to be interdisciplinary in the way that you approach a problem, you deserve the narrow, siloed, shallow conclusion that you reach. On an individual basis, that's damaging, but on a social basis, it's destructive. And that's my big concern. That and the fact that, okay, I'm going to get on a soapbox at least just once, that we have this society that is based on adversarial interactions. Our legal system forces us all to take these contrary points of view and then let the system decide which is correct, as opposed to what's going on here? What's the evidence about all this? Can we decide what the strategy is and do that without putting ourselves in two totally opposing camps, which neither one obviously are ever completely the case. It's all part of this thing. So we've done great at making a lot of information available instantly and economically available. I am overwhelmed with it. I think it's absolutely terrific. But we have not done great in preparing ourselves for how to do it in such a way that we get benefit from it as opposed to the people that are selling it to us.